Another Wednesday means more horror comics for all to enjoy. Remember, this isn't a set of reviews, just a list of what you'll find when you hit the shops this week in comics horror. January 31st, 2024. Welcome back to ML Miller Frights. I'm ML Miller. Before we begin, please do me a favor and punch that like button down below. Share this video with all of your social media addicted pals. Click subscribe to this channel and ring that bell for notifications. Let's check out this week in comics horror, January 31st, 2024. This week in
ass, titties, ass and titties. Ass, titties, titties, ass, and titties.
Offers up only one comic celebrating the bountiful wonders of the female form. Zenescope releases Cinderella, Princess of Death, #1 this week, and that's one sweet and sassy cover. Now, let's be fair, here's cover A, which is slightly more conservative, but only by a skosh. This issue has Cinderella getting the powers of a god and taking on the role of death to the Zenescope universe. A half dozen horror indies means there's got to be some quality horror coming this week. Let's start off with the aptly named Horror Comics #31 from Antarctic Press. This is an anthology comic offering up the second chapter of a story that mixes time travel with classic Universal monsters as vampires, werewolves, zombies, and the like show up in eras that they don't normally habitate in. Charred Remains is an interesting title that follows some kind of supernatural force/serial killer monster that appears during house fires that is dubbed the Fireman. This one is from Mad Cave Studios, Anthony Cleveland, and horror's most prolific artist, Andrea Mutti. Dave Pepose and Alex Cormack have an original take on exorcism in The Devil That Wears My Face. It's a story where a condemned man possessed by a demon and an exorcist swaps minds, leaving the exorcist chained in a monastery believed to be possessed, while the demon in the priest's body wreaks havoc in the Catholic Church. So far, this has been a good series. The 5th issue of Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer, is out this week from Whatnot Publishing, David Crownson, Sylvan Pepose, and Cortland L. Ellis. Revise history a bit by casting the iconic historical figure as a monster-hunting warrior. Sumerian Comics delivers the 3rd issue of American Psycho from a brand new perspective in comic book form. I'm interested in this one as I love the movie and book. Who didn't? I'm sure this comic book is just as horrifying. And from AWA Upshot comes Garth Ennis and Jason Burrows' Ribbon Queen, about corrupt cops, a series of murders, and a curse that shreds the skin off of people by ribbons. This is the penultimate issue, one issue left until the big conclusion. Marvel has been trying a bit harder these days to deliver some kind of legit horror. I haven't been reading it, but spine-tingling Spider-Man intends to offer up a more horrifying take on the wall crawler. Philip Kennedy Johnson and Nick Klein pair the Incredible Hulk with a ghostwriter from World War II. Now, I don't really like it that there's a gaggle of ghostwriters riding around, all ghostly-like, but I do kind of like the design of this new one. And Johnson and Klein always make sure to put at least one heinous Hulk-out metamorphosis in each issue, so I'm sure they'll do it again here. And in Image Comics, once again, the company shows up with some solid horrors this week. Rodney Barnes and Jason Shawn Alexander have another issue of Philadelphia, telling the secret American history of vampires. This issue has an appearance by one of the founding heroes of the Image universe, the one and only Savage Dragon. Joshua Williamson and Andre Bresson continue their tale of a cursed amusement park in Dark Ride #10, and it's the horrors of the interwebs set free in World Tree #7 by James Tynion IV, Jordi Belair, and Fernando Blanco. Well, there's a dirty dozen of comics released this week. Surely there's something in there you'll find worth your hard-earned money and time. Let me know which ones look good to you down in the comments. You're doomed.
You're doomed. Oh, you're doomed. You're doomed. You're doomed. Live the life that you are meant to be. Live inside